A once mighty retail titan crumbles under the weight of devastating mismanagement. Eaton's was more than just a store. It was a beloved institution, a place where generations shopped for everything from Christmas gifts to first suits. But now, with shares plunging to just 40 cents, the emotional stakes are palpable. Families who relied on Eaton's for their livelihoods now face uncertainty. The dream is dying, and the immediate shockwaves are just beginning to hit. Just a week before its downfall, chaos erupted. Tommy Hilfiger representatives stormed into Montreal stores, reclaiming merchandise that had once been staples on Eaton's shelves. The atmosphere was thick with tension. Employees watched in disbelief as their world shattered before their eyes. Closure was imminent for all Quebec locations, leading to a sense of helplessness that swept through the entire staff. Panic rippled amongst suppliers, frantic to reclaim what was theirs. The reality of impending doom engulfed everyone involved. Behind the scenes, the Eaton brothers, inheritors of this storied legacy, were making frantic decisions. They knew their empire was on the brink, yet they masked the true extent of their financial freefall. Boardroom meetings became frantic whispers, and optimistic memos painted a false picture of health. It was as if they were trapped in a storm of denial, grasping for control while standing on increasingly unstable ground. As mismanagement became painfully visible, the brothers scrambled to protect their tarnished reputation. Lies piled upon lies. Promises of revival this season became nothing more than desperate facades. But could they truly contain the chaos? Deep down, they feared the truth. Their corporate ship was sinking. The facade was crumbling, and the ticking clock of reality was growing louder. Yet, despite their attempts at spin, the dam finally broke. Suppliers, feeling the betrayal, rushed to reclaim their products, exposing the truth behind the curtain. The public's trust began to erode, and for the loyal employees, the once stable jobs began to waver on the edge of oblivion. Could anyone stop the slide into catastrophe? In the wake of denial, devastating news broke. Jobs were lost, creditors reeling in disarray, and public faith in the Eaton's name lay in ruins. As the Eaton family hastily cleared their offices, the emotional fallout heightens. The collapse wasn't just corporate. It was personal, and it was tragic, striking at the heart of a community that had once nurtured this retail giant. Then came the major reveal. Emails emerged, showcasing the Eaton brothers' awareness of the impending disaster weeks before the collapse. Their betrayal pierced through the facade, igniting public outrage. How deep did this deception go? Who else knew of the impending chaos? The revelation left a bitter taste in the mouths of their devoted customers, who had believed in the brand for decades. With the final closure accelerating, stores shuttered overnight, a grim reality that redefined the Eaton's name from icon to failure. The emotional consequence was devastating. Loyal customers were left bewildered, families devastated, their history rewritten overnight. What had happened to the place they knew? As the dust settled, the fallout wasn't just financial. It was about trust that had been irrevocably shattered. The social fabric that once held this retail empire together now lay frayed and tattered. People remembered when Eaton's was a household name. Now, it stood as a painful reminder of dreams lost, an irreversible mark on Canadian retail history. In the end, the cost was steep, the consequences far-reaching, and the personal stories forever altered. What remained was a haunting realization. The fall of Eaton's changed everything, forever marking those who lived through it. The shadows of betrayal would loiter long after the lights went out,